going to the theater to watch my first James Bond film in the cinema. It's my mom's first James Bond film in general, and the first Bond film in the cinema. So she's gonna have no idea what's gonna happen or what's gonna, I don't know. All these kids having fun with their friends. No, I'm gonna have fun with my mom in the theater with James Bond. Oh my god, I'm watching it in IMAX. I'm gonna check if it's like the previews or the movie hasn't started. I have to put my phone up. I'm in the theater. Oh, I'm so excited. Alright, quite literally, I just walked out of the theater. I cried like the first 5 seconds it started. Some guy looked at me weird. I was overwhelmed by the IMAX and then the gun roll sequence. Was that Sean Connery at the beginning? Was it? I have no idea. It looked like Sean Connery, which made me cheer up even more. It's like, oh my god, it's Sean Connery, my favorite Bond. I have the Bond, like James Bond collection, the James Bond collection. It took my dad and I 3 months to watch all 24 movies. So, and then we watched like 3, 4 movies in between that are not James Bond related. So, I kind of grew an attachment to Bond. I was just thinking Bond, like wherever. I was just like walking in the mall, and then I saw like a glass mirror, and I'm like, whoosh. That's what happens if you just watch one specific thing for like 3 months. When I first watched Casino Royale, it's a good movie. It's not bad. It's just when this specific part happened.
Vodka martini. Shaken or stirred?
Do I look like I give a damn?
That, especially with like all the other Bonds saying vodka martini, shaken, not stirred. I was like, that just threw me off. I'm like, no, I don't like Daniel Craig as Bond anymore. Well, I don't. He's not my Bond. Especially since I started with Sean Connery, and a lot of people started with Daniel. So that was my relationship with Daniel Craig, and then Quantum of Solace happened, and then it wasn't that good. So yeah, and then Skyfall happened. That Skyfall is like the one where I'm like, okay, Daniel Craig is pretty good. So I was genuinely excited, very excited. I watched it the first day it opened. I don't know why it took me 2 days. Like the clips you saw in the beginning, it was 2 days ago. I just couldn't. Justice League, Thor Ragnarok, and No Time to Die in IMAX are the first movies I ever saw like opening day. The other Thor and Justice League Thursday. I watched it Thursday, not even Friday. I watched them Thursday, but James Bond, it was released on Friday. There was no release on Thursday, so I couldn't. I don't know. I liked it. I like the movie a lot. It is way better than Spectre and Quantum of Solace. I think it's my second favorite Bond, Daniel Craig Bond film. But I like the ending, but I like the very, very end. Even after the credits, something was there, and then that just ruined it. A person in the audience said, "How?" So that made me laugh. I loved it because it's in all the other Bond movies, but it's just it kind of sucked, to be honest, knowing like the ending of that movie. And the one thing I did not like about No Time to Die was how you couldn't understand really like the characters, what their dialogue, especially like Rami Malek at the end when he was like, I hate it when people do like that kind of voice, like their voice are cracking. I just absolutely despise it. That's why I love subtitles. You could just like read it. You don't have to listen to them. Just read it. So I needed subtitles in that moment. Another thing, well, this I hated. Another thing I hated was it wasn't even have to do with the movies. The IMAX. The IMAX was like very limited. It was like the beginning 10 minutes or 20. I don't really know. The beginning. And then, like, even in slow parts, when it's just Leia Seydoux and Daniel Craig talking, IMAX. Not even, like, the forest, like, chase, it wasn't an IMAX. It wasn't. Like, the first half of the movie had IMAX stuff, and then the rest, no. It kind of sucks, especially in an IMAX theater, and then you're missing out like that top part and that bottom part. That's what I don't like about. I have very mixed feelings on widescreen because, and on one other hand, with like the social network, you could see it's like it's not an action movie, so it's not like everywhere. It's like with especially with David Fincher, you just see what's going on. Like here's Rooney Mara, and then here's Jesse Eisenberg. They're talking. You don't need you don't need a whole frame. But then again, you take away half of the TV, which is like useless. Why buy like an 80-inch TV? You're just gonna cut off like 40 inches of it. I don't know. That's. But when it's like an action movie like Transformers, like Michael Bay likes to shake the camera. You're only getting like this part. You're like you don't even know what's going up here, so you miss a lot. Um, that's why I have mixed feelings on Zack Snyder's Justice League. You can see a lot up and down, but you can't see that. That's why 1:85 is my favorite aspect ratio because it just takes up the whole screen. You don't, and it's wide as well, and it's very tall. So not even with the movie that's I didn't like. It's just the IMAX stuff. As a Bond movie, I don't. I don't know. I need to rewatch it. I can't. I took 2 days for it to settle in. I kind of need to watch it again because it's kind of like when it's not the action parts, it's kind of forgettable, like what happens, especially like I didn't, and also I didn't fully understand Rami Malek's plot. Well, his character's plot. I mean, yeah, his like wanting to do something, his villainous schemes. I didn't understand because his voice was like croaking and then whatever. Yeah, I just did that. My biggest like complaints are the ending, like around like the ending portion. Like I did not understand what was going on, and then the IMAX stuff. Those are my biggest like I did not like about the movie, but the rest was great. I liked it a lot, especially not coming from a guy who doesn't really like who hated Daniel Craig as Bond, right from Casino Royale. And then from here, I took a journey with Casino Royale, Ignore Quantum, and then Skyfall and Inspector. So I liked No Time to Die. It was my first IMAX experience, so I always have a special place for it. But I don't know. I need to rewatch it. That's really the big thing. I need to rewatch it. So what are your thoughts on the movie? The spoiler stuff, I don't really have much to say. Just like two very big spoilers. That's it, really. But I don't have much stuff like on this like when something is revealed. I don't have that much things to say. But the ending was okay. That's a big spoiler. So what are your thoughts on the movie? And then have you seen all 24 or also the spin-off for not the spin-off, the spoof, this Casino Royale spoof, and then Never Say Never Again. I'll probably never watch them because I don't want to, well, probably Never Say Never Again I don't want to watch because it's just going to hurt me. But I maybe one day I'll watch Casino Royale. Who knows? But yeah, how long did it take you to watch all 24? You saw them like back to back to back.